Let's see. Yeah, we are on YouTube, so let's start. Good evening, YouTube. We are here for another English immersion. Okay, the topic of today is about what do you think about this phrase. So it's a different dynamic that we are gonna have here. It's not we are not use questions specifically, but we are gonna discuss about some phrases. Okay, it's a little different dynamic, but it will be nice. But before that, I would like to explain a little bit about the platform for you that you are seeing us on YouTube and for Alicia that are here for the first time. Okay. So, Talk and Talk is a conversation platform for beginner, intermediate, and or advanced speakers. So your level is not mandatory here. It's not so important. Define your level here. The conversations like that are for all levels. And the main point here is that it's not a regular class. I'm not an English teacher or a language teacher at all. So we are here for learn together, and I will not teach you directly, but you will develop your fluency and your confidence mainly on this immersion and your mainly your confidence as an English speaker. Okay, so we use like a topic and questions usually for guide the conversation, but it's not mandatory to use that, it's just a guide, okay? And today we are gonna use a little a different dynamic with phrase, and we are gonna discuss about that. Okay, so that's the idea. And besides English, we have here a lot of language like Spanish, French, Italian, German, and Mandarin, I guess. So you can see that on the Talk and Talk website. Okay, so that's the main idea. Is that okay for you, Alicia? Do you have any questions?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, very great. So let's start with the question number one or the phrase number one. As I said before, we are going to discuss about some phrases. So I would like to know what you think about this phrase, and mainly if you agree with this phrase, if you disagree with this phrase, and what do you understand about this phrase, okay? All these ideas. So the phrase number one is today is not always. So I will start with you, Mari. What do you think about that? Do you agree, disagree? Let me know.
For me, it's so different because I don't know this phrase. I don't use in my everyday, my day by day. But it's so very interesting because today is not always, it's totally real. Because today always has an end, have an end in the middle night and existing probably living the other day, and for example tomorrow it's a new opportunity, have a new opportunity for change or make a difference things during the day, during in your career, in this course and course of the time in your life, change so many things about this perspective about your life. It's very interesting this phrase because today is not always. I totally agree with this phrase. During the day, I don't use this phrase, but it's a very interesting. Thinking about this, uh, depend this day. I think we are living my day in this totally form, totally different form, because I have opportunity to change so many things during the day, so many contacts with other persons, and talk with other persons, different persons, make a network about my life, about my work too. It's so very interesting. Today is not ours. It's so very interesting for me.
Nice. I will explain the concept about this phrase later, okay? So let me know just your opinions. And how about you, Welton? What do you think about that?
Well, I really like this phrase, you know. I like to think about it when I'm having a bad day. And for me, the meaning it is, you can't measure your day just because you are having a bad day. Uh, because some people sometimes are not in a good day, and the pe- the person or the people think that, oh my gosh, it is the end of the world. Uh, I hate my life. I hate everything around me, So you need to be more resilient. You need to be quiet, because the life, we have the ups and downs, and we need to be patient. Sometimes we have a bad day because we need to learn it. We need to learn how to enjoy better the good days. I like to think about it when I'm sick, because I like to thank God about my life every day, about my health, and sometimes the people forgot that, because you don't have problem. The life are good, and sometimes you forgot God, you forgot the good things because it is a common situation in your life. And I believe that when the things become so common, the people don't give it the right value. So yeah, I believe that it is my opinion about this phrase.
Perfect. Actually, I totally agree. The idea of this phrase is exactly that. And yeah, we focus a lot of problems and we forget about our lives and all the good points. So that's a good reminder, I guess. But how about you, Alicia? What do you think about that?
I like this phrase. I I agree too, because today is not always, because it's something new. It's a new day for new opportunities, and to forget what happened to bad things and start a new day. Exactly what the phrase is calling, and I liked it.
Nice, nice. Explain a little bit the concept of this, okay? This phrase is actually a phrase in Spanish that I saw from a guy from Uruguay. So the phrase in Spanish like hoy no es siempre. It's like the same, but the meaning of this is exactly what you all said. Is related to we have problems where we have up and downs and we have uh, bad days, but you can resume your life and all the days and your week and your month about this day. Okay, so today is not always. We have problems, we have bad days, and we have a lot of things to think and to overcome. But it's not always. It's just a situation. The time will pass and you get better in some time. So that's the main idea, and it's nice. It's a nice reminder, in my opinion, because we can think about to be grateful about the things that we have on our lives and all these points. So it's just a reminder. Today is not always, and you get better. And the day will pass, and maybe tomorrow or the next week and or the next month you get better. Okay, so that's the main idea. And for sure, I totally agree with this phrase. So let's go to the question, actually to the phrase number two. Everything you want is on the other side of fear. What do you think about that, Elton? Do you agree, disagree? Let me know.
Well, yeah, I totally agree. I believe that the fear is a destroyer of a dream, because sometimes you are wishing a promotion, you are wishing a better life, you are wishing something better in your life in general, but you have a big fear, you know. Sometimes you are in a bad job, you don't have a perspective of life, of a promotion, and you let the fear getting you. So yeah, I mean, in my case, I believe that the good opportunities in my life happened because I could face the fear, you know. Uh, and sometimes the people don't don't move yourself because they have the fear of the unknown, you know. Uh, they have the fear of a new challenging, of a new environment. And yeah, I believe that the life is like a risk, you know. If you don't take risk, you don't grow in your life. And yeah, I'm a host here as well, and I believe that it have been helping me a lot with my communication, with my English, and I knew a lot of people here. Now I'm like I said before in another mentions, I am trying to organize events here in São Paulo in person, and yeah, I'm facing my monsters, you know, and yeah, I can see that nowadays I am I'm getting a lot of benefits, opportunities, you know. Yeah, for me that's cool.
Yeah, I totally agree. Actually, I totally agree about this specific point, that we always think about the fear, and we don't want to do that, you know. And it's important to do that, in this point of learn a language, for example, or just to speak, or to have a conversation in another language, and to learn a language, and to have I don't know, to learn about communication and practice that. It's so important. It's because of that I'm here, that I have stopped to do Spanish immersion, for example, and I'm focused now on English immersions. I'm a shy person, and I don't like to make mistakes speaking in another language, you know, but it's important. It's part of the process. It's common, this fear that we have to that when you do something new, and when you do something important. But yeah, that's common. And that's important. You need to do that. So that's a nice point. Because of that, as you said, I knew a lot of people here on Talk and Talk. I improved a lot my English. I improved a lot my communication skills. So yeah, and did it happen because that I overcome this fear, or I'm trying to do that, you know? So I totally agree with this point that you said. I don't agree exactly with all this phrase, because I don't believe that everything, actually everything is that you want is on the other side of fear, but a lot of things that you want is on the other side of fear. So uh, I totally agree with this point. I not totally agree with the everything word, but the other point, yeah. And how about you, Alicia? What do you think about that? Do you agree?
Yes, I agree because the fear is something that you can go on because the fear. And I understand so much because I am a shy person, and let the fear sometimes take the control of my body in my mind, and I just can't do what I want. So this is this phrase is something that represented a lot of people, including me, and I agree, and I like it too.
Nice. That's the exactly point. And actually, fear is a natural thing, you know. It's important to us. It was built for a long run on our evolution, and the human being evolution. So that's important for a lot of things, that you be aware for a risk, for example. It's important to have fear. But sometimes we focus a lot on the fear and the risk is not real, you know. For example, when we have a fear of communication and speaking English, for example, or another language, the risk that we think is not real. It's not real and it's not important, this fear, you know. So in this case, we need to overcome, we need to bring it on, you know. So that's important. That's important to know what exactly is the risk that you are thinking about. Uh, what about you, Mari? What do you think?
I'm very interested in this phrasing, but I don't totally agree in this phrase because every englobe this. Not every is included. So many things. Um, but I agree. If you want, is on the other side of a fear because of these fears change for me, that changed my mind, it changed my perspective about the situation. Depending these situations, everything is included, but sometimes no. And depending the situations, I have so many fear uh, for make the situations, change this opportunity. Um, mm, how can I say this? To stay face to face from the situation, because these fears cause this so big impact in my mind, and sometimes when I don't like so much feeling fears because don't good feeling for me, but sometimes necessary depend the situations. These fears, oh my god, one is the the other situations, and sometimes these fears change my point of view, tend to stop my mind, sometimes stop my mind because I don't like feeling fear. It stop my body, stop my mind, stop my life. Talking specifically things, né? Stop all the things in my life because fear is so very constrangers for me, but it's necessary sometimes. And uh, is on the other side. The fears depend the person for person because so many people have a customs or don't have a fear. Depends situations. And this these persons enfrentam I don't know in English these words, enfrenting the situations, so big constranger situations, so big fears constrangers. So many fear these situations, but I don't have a mental prepare for these situations. Uh, I don't like so much to make you feel. Sometimes I don't like this. Don't have a light. I don't like darkness. I have a fear during the darkness. It's my mind so very confused for me. I don't like so many. I don't like you feel fear.
Yeah, I understand you. I think it's like a different feeling, you know, to feel this kind of fear and some fear. So it's like it's strange to feel that and to understand actually this kind of feeling. So I understand you. I think it's hard to deal with that actually. I think that's the key. It's hard to overcome a fear and to deal with that and to maybe understand this fear, you know. So yeah, I understand you. It's a hard point, I guess.
I can't
Yeah,
react.
let me know.
I can't react in fear. I can react.
You
Uh,
yeah, you don't have like a adequate reaction about the fear. It's like that.
mm, it's a very constranger for me. I don't have. I'm stop my body, stop my mind. I don't have activity.
Okay, okay, I got it. I got it. Actually, I think a lot of people actually depends of the fear, I guess, and depend of the person specifically. But I think a lot of people feel that, maybe for example, you can think about a fear of I don't know, about snake or a spider or something like that. And a lot of people just freeze when they see this animal, So yeah, it can be about animals and it can be about situation or I don't know, about a lot of things. So it depends a lot. But I understand. Okay, so let me know, Mari, what do you think about the phrase number three? Life is a constant oscillation between the desire to have and the boredom of possessing. What do you think about that?
I think so very interesting for me because I don't know this phrase. I don't listen this phrase into, but the oscillation between desire to have and but they're wrong. So very stairs because I sometimes in my day in my routine I don't have a boredom of possessing because I'm a single person. I'm a single. I don't know this. It's simple for me. I live in this life for much or simple life, and I don't have a desire. Um, Decided to have a burden of process and I don't have desire, but I live in constant oscillation, but not between desire and oscillation in my feelings. Uh, um, one time I'm feeling good and others so I'm so bad. I'm so uh, uh, sad anything that this woman have so many feelings during the day. For me it's normal and so big oscillation in my day, but this phrase is so interesting because I don't stop for see this phrase, but so very interesting because I believe have so many people have an oscillation between desire to have and the better burden. uh, so many people have a desire for um, possess and have some making and they have many things, but for me is not normal, but I understand the situation very interesting this phrase.
Nice, nice. And how about you, Welton? What do you think?
Well, I like this phrase. I believe that it is right, because we are all the time hurry up, to achieve a new thing, to solve your problems in your routine. And yeah, sometimes you achieve something that you was wishing a long time ago, since a long time ago. And when you achieve that, you create a new expectation, you create a new goal, a new thing to pursue it. And sometimes we forgot I believe that we forgot to enjoy the thing that we active, and I try to think about it sometimes as well. By the way, I have been listening to this phrase these days. um and for me it is totally uh, I totally agree, it is totally true. uh, and yeah, and sometimes you need to do a reflection about our life and think about our old version, it is like, oh, what the Elton from 1 or 2 years ago, what he was thinking, what he was wishing, and what he thought that he will uh, he will never active, and nowadays I active that. And sometimes you need to do that reflection because sometimes we don't believe ourselves enough, and we think that, oh my gosh, my dream, I don't know, I would like to have a house in front of the beach. And sometimes you think that it is some kind of impossible dream. And the one day, I don't know, 5 or 10 years ago, I can active that, you know. And when you active it, you just forgot that one day it was one of your biggest dream, you know. Yeah, it is a hard question, but see, I believe that it is go to this way,
Yeah, and do you deal well with this kind of feeling about desire something and to have a burden of possessing when you achieve that?
I don't know. I believe that I'm learning how to deal with that, Uh, By the way, I was dreaming to buy a new motorcycle and I could active that last week, So I'm trying to think a lot about it because even when I had my old motorcycle, I was thinking, I was having a reflection about it, because sometimes you don't give the right attention for that thing because it is a common thing for you in that current moment. And yeah, I learned my old motorcycle. I learned to enjoy there, to enjoy to enjoy it again, because I was in this situation. And yeah, I like to think, I try to enjoy as much as possible the thing that I already have.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think it's not related just to material things. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
think about life situations and in life moments, it's important to think about that. But I think it's totally important to think about material things as well because we think a lot about no, I want to have this pain. I don't know why a motorcycle or don't know. I want to buy this, and when I have this, it's not like the same. Actually, you realize that you didn't want that exactly, so it's like a strange feeling, and I think a lot of people um think about that and have this kind of feeling, and it's also complicated to deal and to understand this feeling, so I think it's important to like to be grateful about what you have and what you buy and all these things. So it's important to reflect, as you said. It's not easy, but it's important. It's totally important.
Yeah, yeah. By the way,
Yeah, go
one
ahead.
more thing. I believe that
Yeah.
not I believe, but yeah, I believe it. When I was young, I I passed some situations, but with your friends, in a relationship. Because when you are immature, you give a high effort to conquer, uh, a girl, and with the time during the time, you lose the value, you don't give the right value for the person, so yeah, sometimes I believe that it is the lack of maturity, and it is not good, you need to think, uh, a woman is not a conquest, but you need to think about it. It is someone that will stay with you the rest of your life, so yeah, I had some troubles in the past about it.
Yeah, I think when we are younger, we think a lot about competition, like to relate it to that, for example. And yeah, a relationship and a person that will live with you all your life is not a competition, is not a prize that you competed for that, So yeah, totally agree with you. And yeah, but it's difficult to have this maturity that you have now when you are a teenager, for example, right? So yeah, it's a learn, it's part of the process.
Yeah.
But
Sometimes I believe that the environment shape you, you know?
exactly, yeah, yeah. The environment impacts a lot to us. It's a real impact for good things and for bad things. But yeah, that
Exactly.
happens a lot. So nice. And how about you, Alicia? What do you think about this phrase number three, this third phrase?
I think that this phrase represents our society and the consumers. Because when I read this phrase for the first time, I remember of the song of Ariana Grande that she say, I see it, I like it, I want it, I got it. And this represents our society because you want something because uh, because you see on the internet, or I don't know, uh, because you see something like this and you buy it, but after that you don't see anymore, you don't care anymore, and you get bored, you know. So I see the praise represent our society, and the consummate is something it get worse, you know. So I agree, and I think about this.
That's nice. I haven't listened about this song, but I would add the point of I forgot on the end, So it's like I see something, I want something, I got it, and maybe I forgot something. It's like a resume of your society, I guess. And as you said, I totally agree. We focus a lot on things that we see on social media, for example, on internet, and we want that, but maybe you didn't need that, So it's just a desire that you have, but it's not a important thing, So yeah, that's resume a lot our society, I guess. But okay, I think we have time for one more question before I bring the guys back. So let's go to the question number, actually to the phrase number five. That's a good one. I would like to know your opinion. The only way to do a great work is to love what you do. What do you think about that, Mari?
I totally agree with this phrase because don't have a love about it. This, what do you do? You don't have customers make different things for improve this work. I think this. I totally agree with this phrase because it's very important. Loving your work, you love it all that makes during the day. And for example, I love cleaning my home. Uh, uh, so many things in my home, cut my garden. I love my work, and this love is respect I have with me. I have my parents, I have my work, I have my career. Love this career is important, not more important. Love your life. I totally agree with this. But when I love make my work, I'm I'm I forgot this word. I'm a torn. Oh my god. I become a different person. I have a different perspective about my work. I love my work. I love my life. I love all the things in my work. I have dedication, different dedication about my work.
Nice, nice point. And how about you, Alicia? What do you think?
I agree too with this phrase because you have to love what you do with your work because when you do something, I mean the work, you have to be happy. So after that, your work would be great for everyone. I know. So this phrase, I agree, and is what I think too.
Nice, very great. And how about you, Wel? What do you think?
Hmm, well, I don't know. I have never thought about it, but it is a hard question. I believe that's not always. I believe that sometimes the people just do for money, you know. Uh, yeah, I believe that sometimes is I, I mean, if you love what you do, it will be better, you know, because you will dedicate yourself more better, you know. But yeah, there are a lot of guys that they are good at the what he do or they do, you know. I don't know if I explained it well, but sometimes I have ever heard people saying that, you know, that they hate the job, but they are working for money, but they are good professionals, you know. And yeah, of course, if you love what you do, like I said before, you will be much better. You will be happy, not just working, but in your personal life, you work with pleasure, you know, and it can be a good point when you are choosing a new or your profession.
Yeah, actually, I agree with you. I don't agree exactly with this phrase. I don't think the only way to do a great work is like loving what you do, you know. I think it's important. It's nice if you love what you do. I think it will be easier, definitely. And it will be nice if you love, but I think it's not mandatory you love your work, for example, you know. I think it's important to like what you do, uh, because actually it's not a rule, I think, but it's nice if you like what you do, and it's important for your work, for your mental health, for example. So I think it's important to like, but not love exactly. And the only exactly way to do a great work is love what you do, you know. But yeah, I think it's a really personal opinion, and I know people that love what they do, and I know people that hate what they do, and people that like what they do. So it's a really personal thing. But welcome back, guys. Let me know, Alexandre, what do you think about this phrase? The only way to do a great work is to love what you do. What do you think?
So, me and Márcio disagree about this answer. I agree totally with the sense that when you love what you do, you be totally loved. And we were sent here for being loved every day and made other people love it and love what you are doing. If so, in my opinion, totally personal opinion. If you don't love your work, you should look for another job. You could like I agree to Mars, continue work there until you get another job. but if you don't like this job, you should quit this job and try another job, or looking for it first. If you don't like your apartment, your house, you should buy another house and look for another house, another apartment, because you are here to be happy, and then tomorrow you can die, and you are happy because you pass all the time complaining about your house, complain about your wife or your husband, complain about your job, right? So you have the opportunity to every day try to do something to be happy, right? You need the obligation to be happy, because we are saying you need to be happy and make other people happy, right? Not being complaining all the time. I don't like this, I don't like that. I don't like my car is so old. So, in my opinion, personal opinion, I should change my car or my apartment or my place, right? The only thing that you can't change is your neighbor. So to change your neighbor, you need to move to another place, right? If you don't like your wife or your husband, you don't love them anymore, and you are so young, you are like 35, 40 years old, you don't have love for him, for them, quit, please quit and try to find another person. I think it's my opinion, my personal opinion.
Nice. Thank you, Alexandre. It's a nice opinion. I agree some points. And how about you, Márcio? What do you think?
Yeah, another one, our conversation about this question, I said because in determinate moment you have one opportunity. This opportunity not is to love this opportunity, but is necessary. You do your best about this work or this study or another thing because you have this opportunity. For example, I don't have pay. I don't have money to pay. For example, another course, another school, but I get one opportunity. Is scholarship, for example uh, in different school. It's necessary. I enjoy this opportunity. And not I love this school, but one opportunity. I I do my best. Yeah, I think it is. The live you love one situation or not is necessary approve this opportunity. That's it.
Nice, nice. Really great. So guys, we don't have time for more phrases and questions. So let me send here the link of the survey. As you know, it's an anonymous survey. You can say what did you think about the immersion and let me know if you like this kind of immersion. It's a little bit different that we usually do here. So let me know, and also you can suggest another topics that you want to discuss about that. Okay. And yeah, thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed the conversation and I see you in the next time. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.